So, Florida man dies after going into a lake with alligators to search for his frisbees. What do you think?
Sounds like a Tuesday afternoon, man.
In Florida?
Yeah, why did they even make a story about that? That's just a normal afternoon.
I just think that...
You know what I mean? That's Florida. I'm not even surprised. All right, let's get set up. We're on the big mics.
Oh my gosh.
We're at big boy stuff.
I'm trying to send you the audio that we just filmed on the whoop-de woos. Oh, let me actually...
Oh, damn, you already sent the audio over to me. Look at that. We're already working. Let me rename that file before it gets lost in the sauce.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Let's see here. Kenneth.
Audio.
Pod 70.
Wow.
Pod 70.
Holy shit. 70 weeks.
Yeah.
70 weeks in a row, bro. That's nuts.
No.
Wow.
It's kind of nuts. Pod 69 was with Sneaks. Huge success. If you're from the Sneaks podcast right now,
we love you, man.
Yeah.
For real. Thank you for all the love.
Be honest, you're
Genuinely.
peaking.
No, I'm not. I'm talking just fine.
I know, but you're like right here.
Okay,
you can't hear me, so I'm trying to like flex on you.
That's crazy.
No.
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah. Sneaks was a huge... If you came here from the Sneaks podcast or Sneaks period, just DM me. We'll do a FaceTime.
That'd be lit.
Yeah,
Sure.
We'll literally just do a FaceTime.
That's sick.
All right, let's get into some fucking topical fun stuff, man.
So, Florida man dies after going into a lake with alligators to search for his frisbees. What do you think?
Sounds like a Tuesday afternoon, man.
In Florida?
Yeah, why did they even make a story about that? That's just a normal afternoon.
I just think that...
You know what I mean? That's Florida. I'm not even surprised.
It's like, why would... What makes him think he's like unstoppable though? He knows that there's gators in there.
Freedom.
So it's like freedom.
Florida is
free will.
Florida, there's so much freedom in Florida. That's why this is the most expensive place to live right now. And what's funny is everyone who's quote unquote anti-freedom, they're for like federal control over everything. Even I'm not going to go there. But they're all coming here.
They are.
And none of them are jumping in lakes getting eaten by alligators, and that's just not right. You got to jump in. You got to get your frisbee. Who's going to get your kid's frisbee? A Florida man will.
A Florida man will, that's for sure, but he died.
And that's okay, Okay. Rest in peace to whoever it was.
They removed the gator. They removed the gator from the lake or wherever it was. But apparently he was playing disc golf. And then,
wow. The story continues.
Yeah, the story continues.
Disc golf's a fun sport.
He was only 47, man. Rest in peace. That sucks. Damn, this is kind of sad. Can I say it real quick? I'm sorry.
No, please.
Visitors are encouraged to discover the sport of disc golf on a course set in a natural beauty of this park. Even though people have been known to look for disc in the hopes of flipping it into a profit, however, there are signs indicating that there is no swimming in the lake. Yeah, man. If it says don't swim because of gators, we're in Florida. Gators are in every little river or pond. Just don't go in. Just don't go in.
People are trying to find frisbees to flip it for money. Like, bro, go to a garage sale, Gary.
That is crazy. Gary V.
Jeez.
Perspective.
You gotta have a little perspective. Seriously, man. How
NFTs?
How old are you? 25? I would literally cut off my daughter's arms and legs to be 25. Do you know how much time? Do you know how much time?
You have? You have so much time. Oh, man. I love you, Gary V. You motivate me to post. Truly.
4 times a day.
Yeah.
And you'd motivate me to like a hashtag of 40 people every 40 minutes.
That's a thing?
No, he said a long time ago, and I actually did this, and it helped my page a lot when I was doing fitness stuff when I was like a little jit. Go to a hashtag and just like all the photos and interact, and then those people who are in that same hashtag
they'll get your
will
shit.
come over and watch your stuff. That's why when I was doing those Gymshark videos when I was a little kid, I was getting like 8,000 views a video.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I'm sad that you're not wearing headphones.
Damn, really?
This is like the Mike Malak and Logan Paul duo.
And now
you're
I don't look great with the headphones on. That's just it.
Why? You're still the same human. I'm not going to force you to put them on, but
that's crazy. Since you
I have had your mic muted this entire time just to prove a point.
Honestly, you're so petty
Unbelievable.
that I would not be surprised
Sorry.
whatsoever.
I'm not a petty person.
I know.
I just like to feel it's fun to act.
You're passive aggressive.
It's fun to act. I'm never actually mad.
Yeah, we know you're
But
stoic.
Yeah, honestly. It's fun to be passive aggressive when it's actually not charged by something, you know?
So you just like to gaslight.
Yeah.
It sounds like gaslighting.
Basically. I'm basically a walking Twitter.
Oh, that's lit though. I fuck with.
That's what you got to be as a podcast host.
Yeah.
Warriors won the championship. Golden State.
I was here.
Stephen Curry.
We had a nice glass of Chardonnay during the game.
Yeah. Some
cheese.
decoy Chardonnay. Delicious, I thought.
I thought it was great. I like the Pinot more. Or the
Yeah.
Cab, whatever it is. Decoy is great though. Very nice wine.
The Cabernet is really good.
Yeah.
The decoy cab.
Yeah. But I thought that Jason Tatum kind of folded. Did you see what happened on who he texted?
Kobe Bryant?
Yeah. That is insane, man.
You can't text Kobe and drop 12 points a game.
Yeah, man. Like,
That's okay, though.
Is that what his
No, but
per game?
there was a couple games. I remember like a side-by-side meme where it was like 12 points. And then it showed like Kobe Bryant playoff stat. And it was like 48 points, triple-double, like won the game.
I think that's so disrespectful.
Yeah, but he didn't
and then
know.
post it.
He didn't know he was going to get locked up.
I mean,
He had no idea. Andrew Wiggins.
But I mean, it's like, bro, you're Jason Tatum. It's your first time at the finals. Like, maybe he got a little too confident. I don't know. I mean, bro, basketball is an insane sport, and I'm not gonna take that away from him. He probably did put in the work, but some shit just doesn't turn out the way you want it to sometimes.
That's what amazes me about greatness when it comes to sports is consistency.
Isn't that everything though?
There's so many variables when it comes to like movement. Like, so these humans are moving in an XYZ field. We're in a 3-dimensional world. And they're moving, and every single thing is calculated risk. Every single thing is calculated movement. And the fact that somebody can consistently outmaneuver someone in front of them consistently night in and night out to get more points than the other person and put that basket in the rim more often than not and compete at a high level. And for what reason are they there? We don't know, and that's what makes greatness great.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Why do they
weird.
get paid so much money to shoot that goddamn ball?
Advertisement.
Yeah,
Us,
it's
viewers.
It's because of us. Yeah.
Because we love, the fuck Colosseum in Greece. People used to pay
kill each other
and to watch men fight tigers.
And other men.
There was people, a lot of them were slaves.
Yes.
But a lot of them were also just freaking wanted to do it.
That's how it was in Gladiator, right? The Gladiator. Did you
I
ever
watched
watch
the
that
movie, but I don't remember.
I think that's what happened to him, actually. He was a slave. He was sold into slavery or something like that, or as a worker. And he was sent to the Colosseum and basically left. Like, they throw them in there to die, basically.
Yeah.
If they're not, like, good enough or something. I can't remember for sure, but that's insane. Truly.
Conor McGregor, when he was fighting Jose Aldo. I think he's the Brazilian.
I haven't seen that fight.
I can't remember. But there was this line where Conor McGregor is basically like getting at this guy in a conference, and he goes, my last name, or I'm going to butcher it, man. Should I not even quote it?
Nah.
Sharim Moran. It means royal is in my blood.
Oh.
If this was in an older time, I would invade your favela on horseback. I would kill anyone who wasn't fit to work.
Whoa.
And he kept going and going. But this
Did
man
he
was,
win that fight?
Yeah, he knocked the guy out like instantly.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
But for fighting, the consistency about outmaneuvering the person in front of you.
Yeah.
They're brutes, man.
Those guys are actual gladiators, man.
You think?
Shots to them.
How many fights do you think it would take till you could beat Khabib?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he was born with it, bro.
Yeah, but like
his conditions, the way he grew up, his human condition has built up to what he is now. I can never compete with that. Ever.
Do you think if you fought Khabib 5,000 times and each time you reset back to the beginning of the fight, do you think there would be one instance where you catch him with a nice right?
Yeah, eventually. 5,000 fights is a lot. Eventually, yeah, I'll get a good hit on him. But there's no chance I would ever beat him. Ever. And no chance.
Could you imagine being on fight 4,999 and just instantly he runs across and just kills you right away? Yeah. Is that rain?
Wow.
Wow,
No way,
that's
dude.
so comfy. That's so comforting. I love me some rain.
Wow, yeah. This is the last hour of rain. It's going to stop at 6. So we're talking about NBA players.
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
Shaquille O'Neal, he paid like $25,000 at this restaurant the other day while he was on a date. He bought everybody's drinks, everybody's meals.
Wow.
And I think his tip was probably like a hefty 5-10 grand.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah, bro. I was actually watching a Steve Will Do It video before coming here, like the latest one for Father's Day. And like, bro, like as dumb as it may sound, I almost teared up a little bit. It's like, bro, like he's really blessing, like he's changing people's lives on every video. So I think that's awesome, bro, to be able to change people's lives like that monetarily.
Why does that work? That scheme.
What scheme?
So Mr. Beast does it too. Of course, Mr. Beast does some other stuff.
I wouldn't say it's a scheme. It's a concept.
It's a concept.
A proof of concept.
I think scheme just has a negative connotation to it. But the scheme is, or let me not say scheme. Sorry, Steve.
Do whatever you want.
But just walking around giving people free stuff. And for some reason, people love watching those videos.
Yeah.
And I get why, because I'll watch them. But Mr. Beast, I gave 5 people $10,000. Like,
yeah.
And then everybody watches it. And it's like,
I think it's because people maybe think like, oh, that could be me someday or something, or like maybe they just like the genuine human response that people have whenever they're like, oh my god, I just won X amount of money.
Yeah.
I don't know. But speaking of Steve, we partied with the Nelk boys in Miami, didn't we?
Not to toot our own horns.
Oh,
we were in 11 in Miami. Shout out Mike Malak for putting us on. We finally get in the club. We're in 11 and we walk over. By the way, I'm never waiting in a fucking line again.
Never.
I'm never waiting in a line again.
Listen, we had the conversation. The situation we were in was uncomfortable. We could have gotten in with the other group that we were with.
Right.
We just didn't separate accordingly, and that's my fault and also David's fault. We will never wait at a fucking line again at 11 though. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
We weren't supposed to wait in the line. We waited in the line, but it's besides the point. Next time I go there, I'm hopping out my Mercedes Sprinter van, and you motherfuckers are escorting me in, and I'm gonna also randomly pick out a group of guys, of men, in the general admission.
Men,
and I'm gonna say, hey boys, how y'all doing tonight? What's up? Like, come in. And they're coming in with me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then are you gonna be around them, or they're just gonna?
They're just in. I'll dap them up every once in a while, but
I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll only let them in if you bring like 30 more women though, because that's just how the ratio.
No, they will
works.
let me in. They will.
Heard. Wow.
That's why I'm never waiting in a line again. In fact, I will not go back to 11 until that line is not a thing for me.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Besides the point though.
You think they would tell Dana White not to bring in people?
Dana White.
Kidding me?
That's yeah. I see what you mean. But to tell the story quickly.
Yeah, tell the story. No, take your time, dude. Look at this podcast. Watch this.
All right, guys. Oh, come. All right, guys, come over here. Get close. Get the popcorn and shit. So we walk into 11, whatever. And this is my first time at 11 because I haven't been at any big Miami club like Space or 11. This is my first time out there. But anyways, we walk in. My mom is calling me. I can't answer. Sorry, Mom. We walk in. Whatever, we're having a good time. Maybe 20 minutes pass by, and we go to the section where everybody else is. And for some reason, the way that the club is structured is that in the middle is basically where all the VIP sections are. Mm-hmm. And we see that the Nelk boys are right in front of us out of nowhere. We see Steiny go in the club, but we weren't sure if like the entire Nelk boys were there. We see Dana White, we see Kyle, we see Steiny. Whoop-de-woo. Anyways, out of nowhere, we're like right outside their section, and I look around. And I'm like, I look at my friend David Tenke. I'm like, Tenke, where's Brant? He's like, I don't know. So I start looking around, and then when I turn again to look at David Tenke is just pointing straight into the middle of the pit, the VIP section, and there was Brant Lincoln standing in the fucking right outside the fucking Nelk Boys section, bro, passing like right by Dana White. And then what was Dana White doing?
He was throwing dollar bills at strippers.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to them boys, bro. So we stuck around for the rest of the night. We eventually got a section. Brant got lost, unfortunately, in the process, but we got a section and stuff, and it was a great time, bro. That was great.
Yeah, I drove to the condo.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Came back.
That's right.
To pick you guys
So
up.
okay, so this is why Brant left. We got back from the club at 7:30 in the morning. That man was tired, so he had to go back and
hate that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then we drove all the way back to Orlando that same morning. Well, you drove back all the way.
I dozed off twice and had to chug a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Worst coffee ever, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to chug that, and it
That's
worked.
Crazy.
It worked.
Yeah, but then you were like feeling like shit for the next 2 days.
I felt like absolute shit. Felt like shit.
Yeah.
My circadian rhythm was off.
Yeah, bro, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the worst.
Why aren't we nocturnal?
Aren't we?
Why aren't we?
Okay, well, when you ask that question, I go all the way back to like ancient times and try to think of like why.
Yeah. You know,
we hunted during the day. We ate it before night. I don't know.
Do cats hunt at night?
Uh-huh.
Because for years,
yeah.
Daddy Joe. Happy Father's Day, Joe Rogan.
Happy Father's Day, Joey.
What the fuck?
Joey Rogan. Oh, my God. What podcast was this?
I don't know. Probably a Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's funny.
Probably just told him what black holes are made of.
That's crazy shit right there.
What were you on?
Hold on.
I think big cats hunted us at night. I think that's what I've heard. Is it?
My mom, she just texted me Kenneth. I don't know what she needs.
Ooh, it's just the name.
Yeah, I hate when she does that.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
Do you get full name ever?
Yeah, so if she's really, really upset, she'll be like, Kenneth Daniel Rosa Otero. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, what'd I do this time?
I was walking to BJ's the other day, and I walked past this woman and her daughter, and they were putting dog food in their trunk. And basically the mother just started screaming at the daughter at the top of her lungs for like minutes. And I'm like, bro, that is so low class and gross. So low class.
Yeah, that's so, I want to say inappropriate almost.
It's inappropriate. It really is. Whether if that kid's a little shit or not, and maybe the girl deserved it and she was a little shit. Control your emotion, man. It's a little girl. She spawned out of an egg in your fucking pussy. Like,
whoa.
Chill out.
You know, I do think about that a lot because I do see this happen in public a lot. You
do it.
You parents that treat your kids like absolute shit, you guys are shitty fucking people, bro. These kids are humans that you literally brought into this world, and you're literally scarring them with all the like mental and emotional abuse that you give them in public. Just treat your kids right and understand that they're kids. You fucking assholes. That's it.
Wow.
I'm going to be a great father, bro, because you got to be really understanding. You really do have to learn how to understand. I think before you have kids, have a dog or a cat or some shit and, like, really take care of them. Because when you have a puppy, you realize that it's, like, it's just a puppy. Like, if he poops inside, he's a puppy. He doesn't know any better. Yeah. It's the same thing with your kids. Like, they spilled soup on the floor. You don't know any better, bro. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That pisses me off when I see that in public, bro. So you bring that up and it triggered a little.
Some people shouldn't be parents.
No.
And the people who shouldn't be parents are always the ones that have a fucking litter of children. And I'm like, and what's sad is, a lot of us are prisoners of our environment unless we're intellectual and self-aware enough to escape that environment.
Most definitely.
So kids, I mean, especially the inner cities are capital. It's you're born in the inner city. Usually you're not self-aware enough to really get out of there. And when people do, they never go back.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Product of your environment.
And it's true. My friend Bailey, Bailey, the editor,
the guy.
He's watching and listening right now as he edits. He kind of brought that up to me and kind of just instilled that in my mind a little bit more. People are their environment, and you can't judge people based off who they are, because most likely if I were them, I'd be the same exact way.
Yeah.
But then there's evil people.
There's so many
people who skin people alive and wear their fucking skin in their basements. So is it a spectrum?
No.
At what point do we say, "Oh, we forgive him"? He's skinning your daughters.
Skinning your daughters. I don't. It's like we said earlier. There's always a line, but I don't know. Every human is different, so like that line is always. It's never consistent on a socially acceptable spectrum.
Mm.
So.
Could you kill?
Huh? No. I wasn't a product of that environment.
Somebody hit your mom in public.
Damn. Okay, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like for no reason.
Now the lips quivering. I thought you meant no reason.
I'm trying to get this right because I know how clips can be crazy sometimes. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't get roasted in the comments. Fuck yeah, I would fight. I don't know if I'll kill somebody over that though. I mean, if they hit my mom pretty hard.
What if she was like,
it's smoke?
I think if my mom got hit and it was to the point where she was actually like hurt.
Yeah. Like she's on the ground, like a little bit of blood on her like hands from the scrape or something.
Imagine she's not even conscious. See, and then that's when the young male.
That's when the fight.
The young calf. That's when you kind of just go.
Whoa. Yeah, it's
that's
like,
all you hear.
You think that's animal instincts? Like
yeah, for sure.
Like
for sure.
Like a hereditary thing back then.
It's definitely.
That shit's scary, bro.
Yeah. That's passed down for sure.
I definitely felt something in my stomach when you said it that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of made me realize, like, damn, I guess I could kill.
Yeah, animal instincts.
But not willingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, I can't. What are we, murderers?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean.
Bailey's in the basement right now.
Edit that shit, bitch. Oh, you wanted to speak on Drake's album. I know you have a take on this.
Let me take my hoodie off first.
Yeah.
It's getting hot.
Can we do a slow-mo on this?
Oh, wait, we can't turn that on, right? Because of the white noise.
Yeah. But yeah, the hoodie might not be the best option.
Yeah, no. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Here we go. For the thumbnail, make sure you use one with the jacket on.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because I feel like I wear a black shirt every time I'm on here.
That's fine. It looks great.
Yeah. I'm a minimalist, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Drake's album.
Drake's album, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Terrible short-term memory here. Drake's album, what is your take out of 10?
I honestly haven't listened to it at all because I'm not in the house music vibe right now and I don't want to ruin the album for me.
I can understand that you're like kind of maybe creating a palette for yourself musically first. I'm
going to be doing basketball training every day at 10 a.m. So probably when I train, I'll throw it on the radio and let it play through.
You could put,
and then I'll see what I think.
So that's what me and Dante were talking about yesterday. My good friend Dante Chosen. Shout out to you, brother. We were talking. He was telling me, he was like, bro, he's fucking genius because you could listen to house doing anything.
No.
So now when you say that, I was kind of thinking, I was like, house music playing basketball. That kind of makes sense though. It's really like that kind of album that you could just replay in any kind of situation. Like after the beach, before the beach, while you're out skating, while you're out on the run, while you're playing basketball. You know what I mean? Maybe while you're studying. Go ahead.
I think social media also is kind of, because at first when the album first dropped, everybody was posting TikToks and reels of
that's what they did with Love Certified Lover Boy too.
Yeah. Though. Drake dropped and this is ass. And now it's funny because it's all slowly drifting like, Drake's album wasn't for you anyways. Yeah. And then it shows like people who like house music and go on yachts and like, oh, you're the type of people who go on cruises. Like we travel to. You
think David Tenke's bumping that shit right now?
For sure. Yeah. He's drinking a gin and tonic on his balcony. So there's that divide. And it's funny how social media can control the angle and the opinions of others.
I think it's super interesting. For me personally, since I met Gia last year, she put me onto like a lot of house music because I used to like a lot of dubstep back when I was a kid, and I liked house because there's a lot of house kind of implementation into like Spanish music nowadays. So she put me onto like different artists and different songs. So for almost a year now, I've been kind of like you said, kind of like listening to stuff and learning a little bit. So when he came out with that, I kind of like really appreciated it more because he's giving a product to people that don't kind of like get those kinds of products on a mainstream level. It's always like a lot of like underground artists, I think. So, and DJs. So I think it's interesting for sure.
Can Drake do wrong?
Can what?
Can Drake do wrong?
Wrong?
Yeah.
I think that he has a fan base that's big enough that it could go both ways. Like, I feel like, for example, he releases this. You could see that he did wrong because there were so many people that were hating on it, but his fan base is so big that there was a big chunk of his fan base that were like, wait, we listen to house music too. And I don't know. I think that at the end of the day, this project is just very important because as far as I'm concerned or aware, this was a piece dedicated to Virgil because Virgil was a very big DJ. I wouldn't want to say very big DJ. He was well known for being a DJ.
Did Drake say that? Or?
I believe he sent out a letter, and it got posted on Complex or something like that. I wish I educated myself a bit more, but towards the end, he speaks on Virgil, and that one song "Sticky," or calling my name, it's on Sticky. There's a part where Virgil speaks, and it's a part from like I believe a documentary or something. He was like, I can't tell you for specifically what he said, but
cool.
It is a piece that is dedicated to Virgil and everything that he did, and I think it's super special for sure. I can appreciate that because I've been learning how to love house music, and I love Virgil. So,
how's that documentary going that you're making?
It's still in the really early stages. We've been documenting a lot of different stuff, bro. I've found So listen, everything in life just falls perfectly into my hands sometimes, and I later realized that. So right now, you asking me that kind of made me realize something. Starting that documentary with TJ, it got me really into the swing of recording everything that goes on. And I just realized that was helping me to start building what I'm building now with the vlogs. I was getting so used to just being in public with you guys or with him in the studio session and just filming our environment and documenting it, that I've learned to kind of like implement a documentary type of style in my like vlogs. It's more composition and it's a little bit more of just music and kind of showing the story without too much dialogue. So I don't know. It's going great. It's going great for sure. Right now we're in the process of getting a studio and bring everybody that's on the team right now with TJ and us and basically interview everybody. Talk about how it's been for the last 2 months with TJ, how the studio sessions have been, what they think we're going to go from, like where they think that we're going to go from here. There's a bunch of different things that go into it, but we're going to do that so we can start launching like at least 2 episodes by September, at least 2. So maybe an episode in August and then another one in September. Because they're going to be really well crafted, bro. They're going to be 10-minute episodes, 10 episodes. And they're going to be spread out throughout the entire rest of the year, to be honest. So it's a lot of fun, bro. It's been a lot of fun.
That's exciting.
It's forced me to bend my creativity. Like I was telling you. Like
bend your creativity.
Yeah. My girlfriend Jacob was telling me about that he kind of had a spirit, like a creative awakening when he kind of thought about that. Like, stop putting yourself in a box, like start doing shit differently. And I've been trying to just do that, to be honest. Just kind of document differently, edit differently, pace differently, live differently. I don't know. It's good
for you. You're killing it.
Thank you, bro. You're killing it too, though.
Yeah, trying.
Yeah, you're going crazy every week, so.
Mm-hmm. It's just gonna get crazier.
Yeah, man. I was talking to somebody, I think yesterday, about that specifically. How once I graduate school, it's like going to be endless and endless and endless content that's going to be posted on my shit. Like even now I'm posting every day. If it's not on my stories, it's on Reels. If it's not on Reels, it's on IG like feed. So I'm very excited to see where we go after I graduate and just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of scary, but it's exciting.
Question. Power of, so this ties into it. Power of flight, or the ability to control, not necessarily control, but lead every animal. Like animals just see you as a respectable king.
So respectable king, or I can fly?
Yep. Any animal. Just they have this understanding and you have this communication and they have this understanding where you are the leader.
There's people that do that already. There's like horse whisperers and dog whisperers.
Yeah, but how much of that is just for an HGTV show to make millions?
I'd fly. I'm selfish.
You'd fly?
Fuck them animals.
Don't you think something's weird about, I'm imagining a human just flying and like just sitting in midair, and I just look at it and for some reason I don't see superhero. I just see exorcist. I see like,
really?
I see like a demon, like something floating. Like if you started floating right now, I'd be like, you're a demon. Like you are not
Nah, imagine we were literally floating instead of sitting on these dumbass chairs. We'd be so cool.
But you're saying you would be the only person in the world with the power of flight.
Oh, then I would. That'd be sick, bro.
You don't think people would try to kill you? Because I think the whole world would
you'd
go.
You'd be a liability.
Yeah.
An international liability, a worldwide liability.
I think you would cause wars just from flying.
Probably.
I think all religions would battle each other. And I think history would be rewritten. I think conspiracies would be on a huge surplus. I think nuclear warfare would begin. I think people would start tracking you. People would want to protect you. People would have their ideas about you.
It's kind of scary.
If you actually flew. Or you could just control animals and just be like, come here, dog.
Nah, that's also an international threat or worldwide threat. There's animals everywhere.
But it's less.
I see what you
like
mean.
if I jumped into the tiger cage to prove a point, and the tiger was there, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And everybody's recording with their iPhones, and then all of a sudden the tiger is like, "Okay with me," and it does what I say. And I did that on multiple occasions. The world would be like fascinated. But if I fucking flew, they'd be like, God is back. I told you guys. No, my religion's right. Your religion's wrong. Oh, we got to kill this guy. What are we talking about here? We're talking about someone who has the ability to manipulate physics.
Yeah, there's so many conversations would be had. If we did fly, based on whatever your beliefs are, whether it's the Big Bang or we were created or it's a simulation, whatever. If humans could fly, how fast do you think the default would be?
The default?
Yeah, like the default. Like, what's the? You know how in cars, like some cars have a default, max speed of like 150, 160. Right. What would be like the max default that we can fly? I think
the max would be at how much we can handle, G-force wise. So you know how you were talking about Top Gun, how they got to go.
They're gonna roast you for that one.
Oh my god!
Flip it. Jesus, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I almost passed out just doing that.
Yeah, that's
supposed to keep you awake.
I think so.
Get the blood flowing.
I have no idea how it works.
Imagine flying so fast where you're sitting there doing the.
That's insane.
So I think whatever G-forces your body can handle. What if you could fly but you have severe motion sickness? So you're just a bitch.
You're a bitch ass. That's fucked up. We were talking about the elementary school, weren't we?
What do you mean?
The elementary school, wasn't there there was an elementary school recently that they served like floor sealant instead of milk by accident because there was like a container. They got confused with the containers, bro, and they were serving these kids floor sealant, bro, like
instead of what?
Instead of milk. Yo, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
bro?
that's an issue.
Yeah, what is going on with our fucking school system?
I think that shit's always happened. I think just now there's articles about it.
That's with everything.
Yeah.
It's honestly with everything. I wonder how it's going to be when our kids are around.
I had not a huge argument, but a conversation where a couple of my friends think they're religious. They think the resurrection is happening. And I said, if that were to happen, I think we're still far, far away from that.
That's what
I think it's going to get a lot worse. I think it would.
Damn, really? You think it will get that much worse?
I don't think
we're pretty bad right now. Dude.
I don't think it will. I think we're really good right now.
We're in a recession, Brant.
I think we're really good right now.
I think we are too. I think that the fact that everything can be publicized is the reason why we think that everything is so bad. Like I don't want to keep stealing your talking time here. But I was actually talking with my mom.
That's not a thing.
Huh?
That's not a thing.
I know, but I don't. Whatever. I was talking with my mom about that exactly. It's like I was telling her how we moved over here from Puerto Rico to Miami in 2007, 2008, which was when the last recession was. And I was telling her, I was like, "How the fuck did you move out here in the middle of a fucking recession?" And she was telling me, she was like, "Kenneth, like there was no social media, and you know that we never watched the news in this house, so it's like we weren't really informed on that. So it's like." Think about it. But think about it.
Right.
They were just fine, and they had no fucking clue that there was a fucking recession up until like eventually it gets pretty bad, and everybody finds out through the news. But it's like, it really made me think. It's that as well. Even now, I feel like the less news I consume, the better off and more peaceful I live. But even recently in the last weeks, I've seen more news than ever on my IG, and I feel kind of uncomfortable sometimes. I'm like, and I don't know. I just start thinking about shit. I'm like, damn, the world is kind of evil. Do you think that social media pages are going to start doing the same shit that CNN does with our parents to try to manipulate them through the media?
They're already doing it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm.
I think some pages just don't have enough influence or enough people to do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like big pages like Complex, Rap.
Rap already does it. Half the shit Rap says is complete lie.
You think so?
And stretched, for sure. I think that's why I followed them when you first told me, and I know it's a huge page. But I'm like, every quote they say, I feel like is stretched or out of context.
I see. That's why I follow Complex. Complex is definitely, they're just way more solid.
Yeah.
It's more, I feel like it's a lot more unbiased for sure.
Yeah.
Complex News, Complex Sneakers, all that shit. They have a huge corporation. I like them a lot, actually.
Are they complex?
Yeah, because they got so much shit that they're doing.
Can they complex on this cock? What? What is that even?
I am perplexed.
You're going to perplex on this cock.
Whoa, what? Daddy, chill.
Can you what on this cock?
Yo, relax. Let's change this topic.
Can you change the topic on this cock?
Oh my god. Are you done?
Are you done on this cock?
So Virgil Abloh designed
On this cock?
That's crazy. The disrespect.
It's been months. I'm allowed to say on this cock about Virgil.
On this cock. Can we continue?
Too far?
Can we just continue?
On this cock.
You're fucking stretching it here.
Next on this cock. Stretching it on this cock. Sorry, listeners. Everyone clicked off. Now it's just truly you and me.
It really is at this point.
How long is this joke going to go on for?
Yeah, nah, that was horrible.
Have you heard of the 2-minute rule?
Yes, but
2
in what
minutes on
sense?
this cock. It's a real thing. I really brought it up, but it just fit.
Yeah, I know, but I've heard it in other
on this
contexts.
cock. 2-minute rule. Basically, I'm doing this with journaling right now, and I learned this from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. I'm doing this right now with journaling, where basically I start journaling, and I put a timer on my phone for 2 minutes. You know, just throw it to the side, and when that thing goes off, I have to stop. I have to stop journaling, even though I'm halfway through a sentence, or I haven't even wrote a sentence down yet, or I really want to keep going. I have to stop. Mm-hmm. And you do that every night. You know, you journal every night. You should have a ritual anyway.
So why do you journal at night? Because I journal in the morning.
I can't journal in the morning.
Why?
Because
you're not a morning person. I've come to the conclusion.
I am a morning person.
You think so?
I'm a sleep person though.
Oh, okay.
The morning is when I'm happiest. I hate the night.
Really?
Yeah. But I journal for 2 minutes, and now when the bell goes off, like, what the fuck? I want to keep journaling. So I've created a habit. He had an example in the book, a specific guy he was working with, because James Clear not only wrote a book, but James Clear has a super world famous daily or weekly posts about habits and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he was talking about this guy he worked with directly, and the guy went to the gym every single day, and when he would get into the gym, he would start a 2-minute timer, and
Really?
as soon as that 2-minute timer went off, he had to leave. So you're like, what the fuck? And that guy did that for like a month and a half. Now he lost like 140 pounds, and he's gone to the gym every single day for the past like 6 years.
Wow.
So I'm just saying he created that habit, because it's hard for someone who doesn't enjoy exercise and who's overweight to go to the gym and do 30 minutes on the treadmill. They get home, and the next day they go, I don't want to do 30 minutes on the treadmill.
So when do you stop doing the 2 minutes?
As soon as you say, fuck this 2-minute shit. This is a habit. I'm already
going.
here. It's kind of like virgins getting blowjobs. It's like, how many times are you going to get that blowjob until you really going to get after it?
I see what you mean.
How many times are you going to rub the lips and not penetrate?
I don't know where that is, to be honest.
The hole?
Yeah.
I feel like you're the type to like think they pee out of the same hole or something.
They do,
like
don't they?
I thought babies came out of butts for a long time.
Yeah, I think I thought so too eventually.
Eventually.
At some point in time.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's super funny.
Yeah. Do you have anything to bring up? This was I wouldn't say filler episode. This is a boys only episode, but
that's just what it is,
yeah, we got guests coming on soon. But this is a weekly thing, and we're never gonna miss a fucking week. So I appreciate Mr. Gvilty for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
I feel like my posture is
Don't even
right
say
now.
so.
It's so bad.
This week I'm gonna be grinding.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you work like crazy, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
usually do, but
yeah, I try. Tomorrow, so when this episode comes out, so this pertains.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, a park shutdown is coming out, and hopefully I dropped more than 2 baskets.
For sure. You'll be training every morning.
Oh
so
yeah,
you'll be straight.
yeah. I'm about to take over the world. Starting with with your Spotify.
Joe's head is really shiny.
What's even wrong, Joe? Joe, what's the issue?
Black holes. DMT. Shrooms.
I'm fiscally liberal, but also hold conservative values.
Is that what he said?
He says a bunch of shit like that.
That's so funny.
I'm socially liberal, but fiscally conservative.
Whatever the fuck that means.
As Ben Shapiro. Ben, come on the show.
Bro, Ben Shapiro is the fucking man. Boom, 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 boom.